has Huntington's disease. And it's a genetic degenerative disease, and it's tough to watch. Well, what happens in the disease is that the brain cells, the protein builds up and it clumps on different parts of the brain cells, so it kills the healthy brain cells, and the result is you get a lot of movement, memory loss, speech problems, swallowing. It's just awful. And I think all illness is awful, but this one is especially awful because it affects families as it's genetic. And my mom's had this for over 20 years. My grandmother had it, so we kind of know where it's going and what it's going to look like. She's still at home. If you could meet my mom, you would probably see a shell of an older woman in a wheelchair, but I know she's still in there. And my dad and my brother care for her, and about, 6 or 7 years ago, I felt like I needed to start going over on Mondays to help out. So I go on Monday afternoons, Monday evening, and spend time with my mom. So my dad and my brother, they go and play handball down at Y, and we do different things together. I did it at first because I wanted to give my dad a break. It was just important. I just felt like I really was supposed to go and to do that. It's not an easy thing to do. I mean, I'll be completely honest with you. When you ask me to talk about obedience, I'm not really the perfect picture of obedience, because there are times where it's so painful I don't want to go, or it's you just get busy and you think, do I have time to do this? Time is dwindling. But anyway, I've learned some lessons about obedience over the years. The first one I've learned is that obedience comes with blessings. And I've been very blessed to spend this time with my mom. I will always hold on to very special memories about baking cookies. She eats about 2 from every tray we do. She eats a lot of cookies. But I'll hold on to memories of cutting her fingernails and telling her how beautiful her hands are. We play Yahtzee, have played Yahtzee, not so much anymore, but I would cheat at Yahtzee so we could say, yeah, Yahtzee! Just to make her feel like she's winning something. So there are a lot of blessings in that, and I hold on to that. The second lesson I've learned in obedience is that God equips us for obedience. And when I first started going over to my mom and dad's, I asked a group of ladies to pray for me. And over the years, just knowing that they're there has been a blessing to me, and also that He has equipped me. About 5 years ago, a couple of dear friends have started going with me on Mondays, and God equips. I was praying for a friend from my mom, and instead God gave me a friend to walk through this time together. And lastly, a lesson I've learned in obedience is that if you do it long enough, if you persistent long enough with it, it doesn't feel like obedience anymore. It feels more like love.